You walk into a room, no speech, no introduction, no effort to impress, and yet somehow, people notice you. Their tone shifts slightly, their posture straightens. Some listen more carefully when you finally speak. You've probably seen someone like this before. Maybe it was a quiet colleague in a meeting, someone who didn't talk much, yet when they did, everyone paused. Or a stranger at a cafe who seemed completely calm while others were rushing, arguing, explaining themselves. Nothing loud, nothing dramatic, just a certain presence. And strangely, people treated them differently, with a little more patience, a little more seriousness. So what exactly creates that effect? Why do some people command respect without demanding it, without raising their voice, without proving anything? The answer may have less to do with what they say, and far more to do with how they carry themselves when they say nothing at all. Before we explore this deeper, here's something important you might not want to miss. Respect often forms before words ever appear. Psychology, research on nonverbal communication shows that people make powerful judgments within seconds. Posture, eye contact, micro-expressions, silence. Your brain reads all of it automatically. Think about the last time someone interrupted you constantly. What did it signal? Maybe impatience. Maybe insecurity. Now imagine someone who listens without rushing to respond. They pause, they think, they don't scramble to fill every silence. Strangely, that quiet space can feel powerful. Why? Because the human mind associates calm behavior with internal stability. Consider two people in a disagreement. One reacts instantly, defending every word. The other simply listens, tilts their head slightly, and answers slowly. Who appears more grounded? Social psychologists call this status signals. Not loud dominance, but subtle cues that suggest self-assurance. A relaxed posture, unhurried speech, comfort with silence. These small behaviors tell the brain something important. This person doesn't need to prove their value, and paradoxically, that's often when respect begins to appear. So how can someone quietly build that kind of respect? Not by pretending to be confident, but by adjusting a few subtle behaviors. First, slow your reactions. Most people respond too quickly because they feel pressure to prove something. But a short pause before speaking signals thoughtfulness. It shows you're choosing your words, not defending your ego. Second, be comfortable with silence. Silence often feels awkward, but socially, it can communicate composure. When you don't rush to fill every gap, it suggests emotional control. Third, maintain steady eye contact, not intense, just present. Eye contact helps people feel acknowledged, but the key is balance. Calm attention, not confrontation. Fourth, listen longer than expected. Many conversations become competitions to speak. When someone feels truly heard, they instinctively assign more respect to the listener. Finally, reduce the need to explain yourself constantly. Over-explaining can signal uncertainty. Instead, say what you mean simply and allow it to stand. Respect rarely grows from forcing recognition. More often, it grows quietly from consistency, calmness, and emotional stability. Not dramatic changes, just small signals that tell people you are comfortable being exactly who you are. Respect is a strange thing. The more someone chases it, the more it seems to move further away. But the moment a person stops trying so hard to be impressive, something subtle changes. They walk slower, they speak more simply, they listen without tension, and in that quiet space, people begin to notice something different. Not perfection, just steadiness. Like a calm lake that reflects everything clearly. The truth is, respect rarely begins with words. It begins with presence. With the quiet confidence of someone who doesn't feel the need to fight for attention. And maybe that's the real shift. Not learning how to demand respect, but learning how to carry yourself in a way that naturally invites it. If you've ever noticed someone like this in your life, or if you've experienced this change yourself, share your thoughts below. Sometimes the most powerful conversations start with a single reflection.